Hi everyone, welcome to this video. So this is my first YouTube video and I'm a little nervous, but we're just gonna wing it because I think I have some very valuable things to share with you. So today we're gonna do an asymmetric smile line design, and it was inspired by a photo my mom found on Pinterest to do on her nails, and we did them on her nails, but she doesn't like to be filmed and she had gel polish. So this is done in acrylic. And I thought that I would have you just see how I put tips on my practice hand, because this is something that I personally struggled with quite a bit up until recently, and I think it has everything to do with the kind of glue that you use. So these tips are super old. I got them from Amazon like 3 years ago, and they're really thick, which is why I don't like to use them on clients. So what I do is I take a quick drying glue, which I think is kind of the key. This is the Quickie Glue by Exclusive Nail Couture. I would assume any fast drying glue would work. I'm not sure. And I also file the surface of the plastic nail, I guess, to just make it stick a little bit better. And I always put glue right along the seam of the tip. I just find that it helps it stick better. I haven't had any tips go flying off when I'm filing or anything, so that's good. But, it takes a lot of time to sculpt tips on to a fake hand, and I find that the forms don't always fit this hand super well, so tips are just a little bit easier. So I just thought I would include that, so maybe it helps somebody. So I've gone and filed all the tips. I've kind of blended them in. I'm going in with my Exclusive Nail Couture dust brush and some rubbing alcohol, and I'm just brushing the nails off. I didn't think it was necessary to show you, how to shape tips on camera, but if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. So now I'm going to go in and show you the colors I'm going to use for this nail look. So my nail bed color is going to be Concealer Pink from Exclusive Nail Couture. That's probably my favorite nail bed color. Right now we have Glam and Glits to a T. It's a pinky kind of peachy color that I'm going to use for one of the tips, the colored tips. This is Glam and Glits Vanessa, and it's a really pretty like Tiffany blue. I've used it in Tiffany designs. It's really fun. Me being clumsy. Look at that. This is a Valentino color, and it is called Larkspur. So it's pretty light, but it is a baby blue. This is also a Valentino, and it is lilac. It's a very light purple. It almost leans kind of white. And this is, again, from Valentino. It's upside down, and it's called Lily, and it's a really pretty yellow. And I'm going to be capping in Crystal Clear. So, and I'll be using my Susie acrylic brush. It's from Nail Career Education. Susie, she is my girl. She is my queen. I love her. I feel like we were just, I don't know, we match each other in personality, and we both have golden doodles, so that's also cool. So I'm just going to go in with this Concealer Pink, and I'm going to start to build the smile line. And the way that the picture was, is it was more of like a diagonal cut than like an asymmetric smile line, but my mom didn't want her free edge to show, and since we were using gel polish, we were using a pretty sheer polish for the base of the I'm losing my words. Nail bed, that's what I meant. So we kind of did like an asymmetric like swoop, so it went down and it was like a deeper smile line on one side, and then it kind of came up and became straight. So I guess it was more inspired by the photo. It wasn't an exact copy, which is, you know, that's okay. So, as you can see, I don't really have a specific, like, method that I follow to build the smile line. I just need to, you know, I make sure that it's thick enough at the tip so that I can file it into shape and, you know, make it really crisp and as uniform as possible. These nails weren't super uniform because I was a little bit thrown by the filming aspect of it for the first time, so hopefully I'll get better at it. Bear with me. So yeah, I'm just shaping with my brush as much as I can because I think that it makes it a lot easier to go in and file it then. The monomer that I'm using is also by Exclusive Nail Couture. I really like Nail Couture products. I think Max Estrada has really built something really great. I think the whole reason I got into them at first when I started doing nails was because of Susie on Nail Career Education. She really kind of endorsed the products quite a bit. She really believed in them, and you know, they're fairly priced. Like, they're not super duper expensive, and I can buy them without license because I'm not a licensed nail technician. I am a DIYer. So, you know, this is just what I do, and people say I have good nails and said I should give this a shot, so I am. Yeah, I just kind of go in and I add beads where it's necessary. I know a lot of people do like 1 bead method or a 3 bead method, but for me, if you're not, that kind of goes out the window. Like, if you're not doing something that is just an overlay or just like sculpting a nail to put like gel polish on that's just all one color. So I just kind of add where it needs added and hope for the best. And I do tend to have a pretty bad tendency to make smile lines a lot thicker than they actually need to be. I don't know why I do it. I think I just kind of overcompensate a little bit, and I did that here. I didn't include any of the filing in this video because that is my least favorite part of nails, is filing. But if you guys would like to see how I file, that is definitely something that I would be willing to do in a future video, so just shout in the comments if there's something that you think I could do better or differently, or something that you would maybe like to see me do. I know that this is a pretty common thing, like nail YouTubers are definitely not a new thing, but you know, I think that I have like I said, a lot to offer the nail community and just how I kind of do my thing. So, and I like to, you know, I think it's important to see DIYers just as much as nail professionals, because you can be a nail DIYer and do pretty professional level work. I don't think my work is like a super pro like Susie, but you know, I think that it is solid, and I actually do hope to go to nail tech school at some point in my life. That would be kind of nice. So while this is happening and I'm sculpting out these nail beds for the French manicure, I just kind of like to check in with everybody and say I hope that everybody is happy as they can be and safe. This was filmed on April 6th, 2020, and as all of you are aware, and if anyone ever watches this video in the future, this is when the whole coronavirus pandemic is going on, and I know it's been really hard. I've been in quarantine for almost a month now, and it's been a challenge, and I am a college student, so, and I'm out of work, so I kind of have a double whammy there that, you know, I've had to have a super big adjustment to online courses for a major that really should never be taught online, and I'm not sure if it ever has been taught online. It's just not one that you would do completely online. So, you know, I kind of thought that this would be a nice little distraction, a little, you know, mental health therapy, making some nail videos and just sharing what I love and some positivity in this, you know, dark time. So at least your nails can look fabulous even if you can't get to a salon. So the thumb is the absolute same as the rest of them have been. You'll probably notice that I do wet the nail with monomer before I do. I wouldn't probably use as much as I did on a client because you don't want to overexpose that nail to any more monomer than you need to. You don't want to cause an allergy or anything. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. I like to wipe it over with monomer because I think that it kind of prevents some shadowing that you might get otherwise. And it just helps, like, if you have any little pieces of powder that hadn't kind of polymerized in the reaction when you put your brush into the powder with the liquid, then the monomer that's on the nail will kind of get it. And I just have to say how much I love this Susie brush. Like, I have brushes that Max Estrada's made, and they're good, but, like, this Susie brush it's just beautiful to start out with. Like, it is gorgeous, and I wrestled with getting it for a while, but I just couldn't resist, and it's so nice, and it keeps its shape so well. You just gotta make sure you take care of it. So there I'm kind of gesturing that, like, there's not enough in the back third of that nail, and honestly with these nails it's hard for me to judge apex just because the finger is so unhuman-like, because nobody's nail sits, well, most people's nails, don't sit on top completely of their skin. There's a cuticle area, so hopefully I can get you some footage and some videos of me doing my own nails soon. I have something I'm waiting for to do that, or, any people's nails that I do, to kind of give you a better idea of how it looks to do nails on a real person. So you see me kind of messing with the acrylic a lot and wiping it constantly and brushing it, and I do that just to kind of minimize my filing. And you can kind of see here, I obviously saw something and I wasn't completely happy with the back third of that index finger, so I went in with a little bit more of acrylic and just, brushed it down, keeping the bulk of the product where I wanted more product so that I don't end up just brushing it all on my paper towel. So now I am testing to see if everything is cured. I didn't include all the, me filing all of these smile lines because I think that's pretty repetitive. So, I have a file that it's a metal file, and I just got it. It's from Exclusive Nail Couture, and it's Max's Fantastic file, and I really do like it. It does kind of really make sure you get a really crisp smile line or sidewall or what have you. I don't really use it very much for, like, filing the top of the nail because I like kind of those half moon crescent shaped files for that instead. I think it kind of fits on there a little bit better. But I'm just being really careful to kind of make sure that my file is parallel, like right up 90 degrees against whatever wall I'm filing. So it may not look like it on the camera because of how my phone was angled when I filmed this, but it is pretty smack against that wall. Like you can see, that's pretty 90 degrees. So you just don't want to, like, make any angles so that it kind of creates shadowing and that looks yucky. So, I just take the file and file it around. It is faster, so it does look like I'm being really aggressive, but when I'm doing this on real people, I am not very aggressive because, like, I mostly learned on myself, and I know how it feels when you are aggressive with a file, and it's not fun, so I'm usually very careful. And I like this Fantastic file a lot because you can take the file part itself, it's a sticker, and you can just take it off and throw it away after you're done with every client, and you can soak the middle thing in barbicide. So that's pretty nice. So now we're going to go in with the color, and on the pinky I'm going to use Lilac from Valentino. So I just got these not that long ago, and it took me a while to kind of get used to the consistency. Like, I'm still getting used to it a lot. It's very buttery. And with colored acrylics, I'm not typically used to a very buttery consistency. Like, I work a lot mostly with Glam and Glits, and their colors, you kind of use them very wet. So I'm more used to that and the painting motion and the patting motion that you have to use with these Valentino things. And I've noticed that the Valentino powders kind of cure up pretty quickly because, like, I have them on my nails now. So what you're seeing on my nails, I have that lilac and the blue and the yellow colors all on my nails. I think I have 2 Glam and Glitz colors on there too. So, like, it was kind of hard for me to get used to working with them at first, but I quite like them. They have a really good color payoff. And they are not, like, they don't get specks in them, and they're not, like, super watery and milky. They have a lot of pigment. So now I'm going to go in with Vanessa, and I just love this color so much. I've only had it on my nails one time, and I think that's a crying shame. So this is a Glam and Glitz color, and as you can see, I'm a lot more comfortable working with it, like, because I can get my powder to liquid, liquid to powder ratio a lot easier because I'm used to working with that product. So, yeah, it's just this beautiful Tiffany blue, and I know that it's a little bit brighter than some of the other colors that I use, but I put that pink in there to kind of brighten the set up a little bit, just because I thought it could, I don't know, I like brighter colors for spring, and I mean, the Valentino ones are very pretty, but they're very pastel-y, but I thought the set was pretty cohesive. If you want a tutorial on that with that Tiffany blue, that Vanessa from Glam and Glitz, let me know because I would be totally willing to do another set with it. So now I'm going to go in with Larkspur. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a flower. I don't know. College didn't teach me that. And it's just a baby blue. And again, with that, buttery consistency, I kind of roll it on. But these colors, like, despite being so light, like in pigment, not pigment, light in shade, they obviously have a lot of white in them. They don't marble at all, which is something I was ready for it, but, I really do like the Valentino things, and their shipping is so fast. I ordered these on a Saturday, and I got them in less than a week. I got them on a Thursday, they came in, and I was so excited to use them, and they are just a dream to work with. And they're really not too badly priced. I think I got the little containers are like a half an ounce, which is smaller than Glam and Glitz, and they were like $8.99. But I don't use color powders to build strength, and I'll get back to that a little bit later. So while I'm cleaning up my life, I'm going to use Glam and Glitz to a T. And this is it's a pink, but it's not super, like, red toned. It's got a little bit more of a peach in it, and I really like that. I think it's a really pretty color. But like I was saying, I don't use these colors to build strength. The companies claim that you can use them as a strength powder, that they, don't have to be just used as a design powder. And of course, the exclusive Nail Couture Concealer Pink, that is a core powder or a strength powder, and you can build an apex with it. But I find that I like to keep those colors full, those color jars full, and it's just more economically sensible to me anyways, because I'm a broke college kid, to buy clear in bulk and keep the other stuff full. So now I'm going to go in with a Lily. I didn't show you that one, so my B. But it's a gorgeous yellow color, and I am not much of a yellow person for, like, on nails, but this color is just beautiful, and I am so glad that I got it. Okay, so now we're going to go and cap everything in clear. And like I said, you don't have to cap the concealer pink or really any of the colors in clear, but I think it helps the colors stay a little nicer in with capping clear, and it's easier for me to see building my apex because I don't know, I can see it better capping in clear. Doesn't always make a whole lot of sense, but you know. And as I said before, you know, I'm not working in any sort of specific 1 bead, 3 bead, 10 bead method. I just kind of put it where it needs to be. I did file these off camera with my e-file because I kind of just slapped the color on for the tips, like wherever. I was pretty good about keeping it neat, but I just wanted to file down a little bit of the concealer pink if it was too high. I know on the thumb it was really high, like it was strangely high towards the tip, but then not so towards the back third. So I just, I filed everything nicely and then came in and capped it. I made sure to like clean off all the dust because you don't want any dust in your clear cap. That would be just kind of defeat the purpose and make it cloudy. So I really like this monomer because it has a nice setting time for me. Sometimes I think it's a little bit, like, I can work with it well and it has a nice working time for me. Sorry, this one's a little bit out of shot, but like I said, I think I was gradually pulling that hand closer to me, and I just wasn't realizing it. Anyways, it has a good set time, and that I can work with it pretty well, and I can take my time if I need to, but it takes a long time to actually set up. Like, once you, like, can't work with it anymore, but you're waiting for it to be filed, kind of in that, like, weird in-between time, it stays there for a while. So I did try Couture's fast-setting monomer, I think it's called Pink Magic, and it sets a little too fast for me, so I just kind of stick with this one for the most part. But I do like the Pink Magic monomer for 3D work, because I don't have to wait quite as long for it to set up and get to that nice matte stage. So I'm just going to go in with more beads of clear acrylic and keep being out of frame. And I think after this nail I kind of realized that, like, oh wait, there we go, huge brain cans. So I don't know what you guys are doing in quarantine, and like, I shouldn't say I'm in quarantine because our governor just has a stay-at-home order that, like, we can't really go anywhere that we don't need to be. So, like, the grocery store and to care for family members, that's about it, and that's the extent of pretty much what I do. I lucked out and I stayed in my college town for spring break because I was working, and I only live 40 minutes from the university I attend, so it's not like I can't ever go home because it's super far, because it's really not far, but a lot of my friends, like, left their books here and stuff, so I was pretty lucky that I stayed here and, got to keep, like, have all my books and etc., etc. So I don't know what you guys are doing in your quarantine, but I have already gone through The Office show. I don't know if you guys watch The Office, but I love it. I've already gone through it once, and I'm going through it again, so I don't know. It just might be kind of a, let's see how many times Mackenzie can watch The Office month and a half. And it's also my birthday towards the end of the month, so it's kind of a pretty sad birthday. And my family, we have a lot of spring birthdays. My brother's birthday was at the end of March. My dad's is towards the beginning of this month, and mine is the 27th of this month, so we're gonna have very boring birthdays. And it's my 21st, so not that that would really make any difference for me, but I was really excited to spend it with some friends that I made in college, but now I can't. But we'll definitely figure something out. So tell me what you guys are doing in quarantine. I want to see your answers, because I'm bored too, so we can be bored together. So now I had filed with the e-file and with the hand file. I'm brushing off the dust, and we are almost done, so you don't have to listen to me talk anymore. So this is the shiny top coat from Exclusive Nail Couture, and I did not need any more shiny top coat. Like, I had a bottle already that it was almost brand new, but I bought this bottle because it's so pretty. Like, it's the same exact formula, and it's a good formula. It's one of my favorite top coats, but it is just so pretty. Like, I feel like royalty using it, and I feel like that's kind of what Max wanted to do, so highly recommend this company. Like I said, they're American made, which is nice. They're very reasonably priced. They just take a while to ship, but you know, that's okay. So just kind of plan your orders. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for sticking with me for my first video. Like I said, if there's anything that I could change or do differently or anything you want to see, let me know. It's not like I'm doing anything else. So, you know, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one.